Good day, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online. My name is Ubaglo, and with me once again is...
Megalomaniac, hello internets.
Good day. Alright, so last time we...
Did
What were the
stuff.
missions we... What were the missions we did
Went in
last
the
time?
wormhole and rescued a ship
That's
that had been
right.
missing for 6 years. The USS
Yes.
Not Quite Voyager.
Yeah, the Rapier. Uh, also the name of one of the variants for the first tier escorts. Um, but this time we are going to go and we're
Help
going
some
to
people.
help some people, forging bonds, so they say. Um, we're going to patrol a system and take care of any true way that's in the area.
hmm There's apparently high levels of kelbonite and fistrium.
Stuff that we need. Yes.
No, it apparently blocks subspace communications. I don't know. I'm
No.
just amused that there is apparently a... I'm wondering if that's real, but there's apparently a substance called fistrium.
Fisterium?
Yeah, fistrium.
Yeah, maybe it isn't.
Fistrium.
Oh, fistrium. You know, a while ago, I was looking up the elements in Star Trek, and a lot of them are super goofy.
hmm
I can't really remember the really goofy ones offhand, but I will be sure to put a list of some of the highlights around here.
To
You
be
should
fair,
probably
there's
enter this
goofy
map.
elements in real life, so...
Yeah. Oh yes. You should probably enter this map.
Oh, okay. See, I was waiting for you on the world map, not... Haha! Coordination.
Yep. All right. Well, some dudes are attacking a dude, so we should probably stop that.
Save the dude.
Yep.
Save the dude from the dudes.
Yep.
They're all dudes.
Well, these are bad dudes.
Are you a bad enough dude to save the president?
Uh, yes.
Well, you're in Canada. I guess it'd be the prime minister. Or the queen.
Yeah.
That'd be kind
Yep.
of cool.
Yeah, it would actually.
Game where you have to save the Queen of England.
I'm sure there's been something like that already.
Probably. Nothing comes to mind.
Yeah, same.
So you would probably like your shields fixed.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit.
So theoretically, I just did that.
You know, having shields is handy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a bit.
So remember how I said last week, after when we start next time, I clear out my inventory? Guess what I didn't do?
Yeah. Maybe I should have given you a little bit extra time before we started.
No, I had plenty of time. I just completely forgot until now. That's okay. I'm sure my crew can, not have us not die while I clean things out.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
This is a ship of like, what, 750 people? Which, actually, one thing I would really, really love for them to have in this game is an automatic sell junk button.
Yeah.
And I guess the problem with that is you don't really get, like, complete trash drops.
Yeah, there isn't really much in the way of utter garbage in the game. I mean, like, white items.
Yeah, there's white
might as
items,
well-
but I mean, those are still theoretically usable.
Yeah. The game doesn't have, like, the gray trash items.
Yeah. Glyn Majet.
That guy isn't even important enough to be a gull. Like, what is he doing ordering us around?
What you don't know is he basically is here because he broke the Gull's science experiment, or Gull's kid's science experiment.
Yeah, maybe. At least he has a real name, though.
Yeah. Okay. That'll be good enough for now. Now to go help you doing whatever you're doing. Oh, okay.
I'm about to
Destroying
shoot up
turrets.
these guys.
Yeah, I remember this mission. This is the mission I thought it was, but I remember this mission.
Ah.
Also, by remembering this mission, I remembered I didn't want to do what I just did.
Yeah, you probably didn't want to dive right into that pile of enemies.
Yeah, more specifically, the enemy turrets.
Yeah, probably not that great of an
So
idea.
we will kind of zoom away slowly and... Oh, good, my shields are down too.
You should probably stop that.
Well, it was like their bullshit science building.
Oh.
Because
okay.
Cardassians actually make use of stuff like that.
Well, most of the races do. It's just that a lot of them, their special abilities are like self buffs, as opposed to debuffs. Some of them are also super annoying about them.
No, I'll live. I'm away from turrets now, so we're probably okay.
Like, yeah, the Cardassians here you can see make use of eject warp plasma, which is pretty annoying.
Actually, that was mine.
Oh, that's yours? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right, well that's a lot better. Then.
I mean, they might use
is,
eject warp plasma, but that specific one was mine.
okay. There is an enemy race that does though, and it is pretty annoying.
I know when we get to the Marine, use a bunch of annoying crap.
Yeah, the Breen make use of
Like the things that shut down your cooldowns.
Oh yeah,
Or reset your
subnucleonic
cooldowns.
beam. When you are being affected by subnucleonic beam, which is the debuff you're thinking of, it causes your cooldowns to have double their length.
Mm-hmm.
Which is it's pretty annoying.
Very annoying.
When you clear the debuff, it does reduce the penalty,
Mm-hmm.
but it still increases your the length of your cooldowns overall.
Yeah. Well, even just factoring in the time it takes for you to hit the clear the debuff.
Yeah.
All that it does.
Yep. And that was pretty much just... Oh no, there's still some ships around here somewhere. But we will deal with them.
I'm just taking down the turrets.
Yeah, I'm just taking down turrets as well.
They're taking me down either way.
Well, you should probably not be taken down. That would,
I'm working on that part.
I remember in an earlier patch, which they've probably fixed by now, turrets have a firing distance that's actually a little bit smaller than a player does. But judging from experience playing the game so far, that seems to no longer be the case. Which is a bit of a shame, but at the same time, it actually makes turrets threatening again. So.
I'm just about 10k away from this one, but it's not shooting me.
Well,
On the other hand, it's shooting you.
Yeah,
so
it's shooting
that's probably
me.
why.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, it just shot me. So yeah, they're if it's shorter, it's within like less than a kilometer.
Now it's like I'm at 9.93 and it's still shooting
Yeah.
me. It used to be that it was more like its range was more like 9 or 8 kilometers instead of 10. So as a result, you could easily stand well out of range and shoot them. This was especially useful on the the mission in the Briar Patch, because you could
Ooh.
just whoops.
Yeah, they shut down my shields and proceed to launch everything they had at me.
You probably shouldn't let that happen.
I'm not really sure how it stopped them from just bringing down my shields. All at once.
Well, it is a debuff, so it is
Yeah,
cleansable.
I'm not sure there was time.
Although I'm not entirely sure which cleanse would have handled that, whether it would have been engineering team or whether it would have been science team. The game is unfortunately a little less clear on what each type of debuff you get is.
Well, next time it happens, I'll try a science team and see if it fixes it. If it does, it's science team. If it doesn't, it's engineering team, and I'm SOL because I don't have engineering team.
Whoops. Oh, there's you should probably go and see what this mining facility is.
Probably. It could be up to no good.
Yeah, and that would be bad.
Like jaywalking or
Something.
Labeling generic Coke as actual Coke and selling it at marked up prices.
Oh no!
Not about you, because I can actually tell the difference between generic Coke and actual Coke.
Not so much, but well, actually, yeah, kinda. But it's more that like I can tell the difference between Coke and anything else.
Yeah.
Because generic Coke tends to be based like on Pepsi instead.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, that's probably why I don't like Pepsi.
Yeah, I don't really like Pepsi very much. Although I do really like Pepsi Throwback.
I've not had Pepsi Throwback.
You should try it. That stuff is great.
Yeah, I usually just buy generic soda because it's a like a 12-pack of Coke is $4. A 12-pack of store generic soda is $2.50. So.
Yeah, so for me, Throwback is already pretty rare.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's hard to find it in stores. Although it's apparently a regular thing down in the States now, which is good for you guys because that stuff tastes great. But yeah, I don't normally buy, like when I'm buying pop for work, I don't normally buy stuff at normal price because like where I am, it's like $7 a 12-pack.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Just kind of expensive, so I usually wait till the stuff's like $4, or I just buy the store brand stuff, which is usually between $3 and $4.
So expensive up there.
Just a bit. But just this past week, actually not this week, but the previous week, there was a few cases of Throwback down at the grocery store. So I was like, it's $7, and I really don't like paying that much for a case, but I hardly ever see any Throwback, so I might as well get that. And I did, and it was great.
If I had to pay $4 for even the cheap kind of soda, I'd just, I don't know, drink juice all the time or something.
And
unless juice
thankfully,
is expensive up there too.
Well, like if I was buying cases of it, like yeah, probably.
No, I mean like, I don't know, a bottle of Sunny D is like $2 here.
I think that's like 2 to 3-ish.
Okay, yeah, it's fair.
But I mean, like, if I was gonna drink that stuff, like, that's actually, you know, that it's not bad. But I mean, for how much it is, and for other stuff I could get instead, it's kind of like, I might as well get something else.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. How much you pay for milk? Like a gallon of milk?
We really get it in gallons, but milk is
Oh yeah,
actually
good
kind
point.
of
How much
milk
for
is
a
actually
liter of milk?
kind of expensive. Like so when I'm looking at like 2 liter bottles, it's usually like 3 and a quarter.
Okay, that's...
Although like on one like that's kind of expensive on one hand, and on the other, I can't. I normally don't drink 2 liters of milk in a week before it goes bad.
Yeah, see, I have 4 people in my house, and we'll go through a gallon of milk in like a day, maybe a day and a
Oh
half.
yeah, like when I was living back home, like we would go through it pretty fast because yeah, like there's a bunch of people in the house who drink it all at the same time.
Here we are talking
So
about beverages while playing Star Trek Online.
oh, nothing wrong with that.
No. No,
I
just
mean,
it just
like
surprised me that soda was that expensive up there. I just wondered if it applies to like all drinks.
so like between me and my dad, we would normally go through like so we would get like the 4 liter bags
Mhm.
and like we would go through them relatively quickly. But just now that I'm by myself, I just
Yeah,
don't find myself drinking
you're
that much
generally
milk.
not supposed to drink that much milk anyway. Like more than like 2 or 3 glasses in a day.
Yeah. But yeah, going back to what started this conversation. So like if you can find Throwback for relatively cheap, you should try it because it is great. It's
Yeah,
it's Pepsi, but it's made with real sugar.
yeah. I'll see if they sell in like a 20-ounce bottle or something.
Yeah, or something like it.
Just
That
an
would be
individual thing.
really great. Yeah, like I wish I could get it like that, but I can't.
Though in
Oh,
hilarity, you can at the actually the law stores now, you can get a 1.25 liter bottle of Coke or something for less money than you can get a 20-ounce bottle. I'm not even sure how that, like, how the marketing behind that works.
Magic.
The capitalism behind that works.
Yeah, I don't know. Like pricing on soda in general is already kind of messed up.
Yeah. Well, we used to have in our state, we used to have a tax that they would apply to basically anything like sugary or basically junk food, including soda. But they voted it out a few years ago, but nothing's price went down, of course.
Of course.
Just I don't think the state gets that money anymore.
I mean, once you are trained to accept certain prices, then there's of course they're going to leave it like that if all other
Yeah.
if all of the charges are reduced.
Greedy corporate bastards.
Yeah. So this mission has had 2 unnamed goals so far,
They call them Gull Bob and Gull Steve.
which is amusing since the base commander is apparently a Glyn.
Maybe Glenn's actually above Gull.
No, because I'm pretty sure Gull is supposed to be the captain rank enemy for the Cardassians,
Yeah, it makes sense. I don't know.
which makes a lot of sense, especially when you consider that Gull is in fact a like it is basically a command rank.
Okay, the way this worked was...
Yeah, we want to destroy these field generators.
Okay, this is the one that's like really obvious where they're right next to it.
Yeah. Or we could just run through the security beam. It'll just set off the alarms.
Nah. Now remember one where you had to like shoot through the beams?
Yeah. I think we might be... Well, I mean, it looks like there's only really like 2 or 3. So, can't be that hard. It won't be that long to get it.
Well, it could have been another mission too.
Oh, yeah.
So, as I'm getting my ass kicked, how good is my shield? It's normal. Okay. I'm wondering if I like hadn't upgraded my personal shield like forever, but no, apparently I just suck that much.
Oh, whoops.
Okay, we both died.
Alright, well, let's try that again.
Mulligan. Oh, they even came to us this time.
Yeah, what
How
a nice
handy.
guy. What a nice guy. Ah.
Now there's
There's
buttons
the
to
deal.
press.
Yeah, and there's the field generator for this next one. I'll take care of that.
Okay, I'll sabotage the replicators. I'm the bestest at that.
Yep, you are pretty good at that.
I am figuratively and possibly literally throwing a spanner in the works.
Alright, well, now we need to go to the control room and blow it up. Oh, and of course there's some Jem'Hadar here. I mean,
Because, you know, it makes sense that the Jem'Hadar would be being held back rather than the hordes of Cardassians. It's not like, you know, Jem'Hadar could be mass-produced in cloning tanks or something.
well, I mean, this is also True Way, and they are working for the Dominion.
True. Haha! Pun. Gonna go to this box over here.
I'll set up defenses.
Yeah, you do the useful stuff. I'll gather loots. There's Gul Akellen. So he has a
Oh, so there's a guy with an actual name.
yeah. So maybe the guy was just like the secretary.
Yeah, maybe.
He just wanted to let us think that he was the guy in charge.
Well, he didn't do that great of a job. And while I just picked up a lockbox and sort of on that subject, so today for the Friday screenshot, Cryptic showed a picture of a new Romulan tactical ship,
Ooh,
which it looks pretty neat. Although,
I didn't see it.
oh, I
look
linked
later.
it for you. I linked it for you a little bit ago, but I'll link it for you again. I'll put a copy of it.
Yeah.
A copy of it in here. I think it looks pretty nice, but like tactical style ships is not really what the Romulans are missing at the moment.
Yeah.
Like all of their all of their T5 ships are cruisers and escorts.
Yeah, I think it's mostly a response to like player demand.
Oh, it's got to be, but if you actually look at what all of their ships are at the level 50, especially
Mhm.
with the C store, like it's all variants of their the variety of escorts they had leveling up, and then the two cruisers,
Mhm.
because one's the Deradex and one's the Scimitar.
Yep. Need more science vessels.
Yeah, they're the only ship that's well, they have two ships that are kind of sort of a science vessel. There's the level 40 ships that you can get for free,
The
which
Hanam.
are the Hanam, which are still pretty good. Like, you know, not
Yeah.
knocking them any, because they are actually still really good ships. But there's that, and then there's the temporal science vessel,
Mhm.
which is also actually pretty good. But if you want like a Romulan ship, the
Yeah.
temporal science vessel is not that great for it, because it's missing the
The war.
it's missing the
Singularity
singularity
drive.
core, and it's missing cloak.
They're there is a fleet version that Hanan as well, and
Yep.
I think there's a science lean version of the scimitar.
Yes, yeah. One of the scimitars is science leaning, but it's still considered a
Yeah.
cruiser, so it doesn't have. I'll have to double check this, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't have sensor analysis, which makes a lot of sense because the ship is still considered a cruiser. It just happens to have a science lean. And, I mean, it's like it's like all of the three
The
pack
Odysseys.
ships in the,
Yeah.
the Odyssey, the Bortask, and the Andorian. The Andorian escort, like all the 3-pack ships are like that. They all of them have a whatever its core type is, it whatever that is, and then each vessel has a lean that just changes the consoles and bridge officer layouts to match that lean, but it's still for its core stats is still considered whatever its base ship is. Like
Yeah.
the Science Odyssey doesn't have sensor analysis; it is still a cruiser.
And then all three of the
All
the
three
Vestas
of
do.
the Vestas, yeah, all three of the Vestas do because they are still considered a science vessel, even if the tactical one may have more tactical bridge officer and console slots. That's one reason why I really like the tactical Odyssey, because it's still got all the the tankiness and stuff from the Odyssey, from the core Odyssey, but it also has a little bit more offense behind it. Although on my main character, I've lately been using the Alachi Monbosch battleship, which is a pretty nice ship. It's really fast for a cruiser, though. Like
I like
its
that
turn
personally.
rate. Yeah.
Or
Well,
say
I mean,
I
there's
would.
not say. Yeah, like there's nothing really wrong. Like it depends on how you want to play your cruiser. Like with all my other ships, like on my Jem'Hadar Dreadnought Carrier and on my Odyssey, the turn rate is such that I usually am able to stay circle strafing around the enemy pretty consistently.
Yeah.
On the Monbosch, I will almost always be able to turn around and face the enemy halfway through my circle strafe. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, especially since the equipment layout I have for that involves a pair of dual beam banks,
Yeah.
which means I want to have the enemy facing in front of me, but it's also kind of weird because I'm not used to that on a cruiser.
Yeah, you just have to kind of adjust your strafing distance.
Yeah, and just stop every now and then.
Yeah.
Also, it turns fast enough that you will you actually slide because of your inertia, which is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Admiral.
The what's it called? The racing ship from the summer event also kind of does that.
Yeah, I imagine that one's turn orders are that one's turn ratio is also that fast. So I don't know about you, but for me that just leveled me up to 45, which technically got me to the next rank. But we'll deal with doing that stuff later.
Yeah, I don't think we get anything like major.
No, you don't get anything really special. You
can-
get it. You get a free costume change because of the new rank pip, but otherwise, like nothing really special.
New
Anyway,
officer.
yeah. Anyway, so now we're going to go to Empok Nor, which is Deep Space Nine's old sister station. Because apparently the leaders of the True Way may be on there.
They might be. We're not sure.
Well, we'll go give it a try. See what we got.
Give me a sec. I'm going to take a moment to clean out my inventory because while I'm traveling. So.
Yeah, probably a good idea. while I'm here, I'm going to whip better stuff on people.
So amusingly, the DVD or Blu-ray version of Star Trek Into Darkness comes out this week,
Oh, that's right.
and
Yeah.
yeah, one of the things I've been hearing about it is various different retailers are having different extra features,
Yeah,
very much akin to what like video games have been doing for a few years.
I've been seeing that, and I've been seeing what some of these specials are, and I feel kind of bad because like some of them are like some of the differences and some of the things they are not giving you are a little disgusting.
Yeah, I know, it's annoying, and I don't. And it's the type of thing where it's like I'm wondering if in a few years they're just gonna, re-release it with everything.
Yeah, like there is actually one release that does have everything.
Oh, is there?
I'd have to look it up again and see which one it is. Um, Also, one of the things that's goofy is the Amazon special version of it comes with a replica phaser.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Probably a little expensive, but then again, you are also buying a replica phaser.
Yeah. It's
that's what,
like well, recently the Ultimate Edition of Saints Row 4 had its dubstep gun, and
yeah. Well, I was going to talk more, like, depending on the quality of the phaser, which judging from the description of it, I think was actually a good quality phaser as opposed to what the dubstep gun replica
like a
is.
toy.
Well, yes. Well, no, like the dubstep gun replica is actually toy quality. Like
Yeah.
it feels like your typical like Power Ranger gun. Like it is that quality. Whereas,
Yeah.
from what I can tell, the replica phaser for this one Amazon one is much more akin to like
Like
prop
those-
replica.
Yeah, like those proper replica lightsabers people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, I'd have to look it up. Maybe it is actually just a cheap plastic prop. I could be mistaken.
but yeah, if they're giving you something good, it's worth the price.
Yeah. I mean, quite a few years ago, I went and paid something like $100 for a replica light cycle from Tron Legacy
Mhm.
that just happened to come with a video game with it. Because that was a really cool replica light cycle.
Yeah.
Also, the game turned out to be pretty good, so it was a good deal overall.
Madness. Who'd have thought
Yeah.
a tie-in video game for a Disney movie would be good?
Some of them are okay.
I don't know. Disney just tends to be the type that comes off to me as like, just produce some crap people will buy to make money.
Yeah, kinda.
Like, as far as movie tie-in games go, I know, recently they did DuckTales Remastered, and
Well,
Kingdom
they
Hearts,
didn't
obviously.
do.
Well, they didn't do, but I mean, using their license.
Yeah.
And Kingdom
DuckTales
Hearts
Rem-
and Disney Infinity, I think, came off pretty well from what I heard.
Disney Infinity
For what
is
it is.
pretty neat.
Yeah.
I was playing around with the toy box the other day, and there's something I want to do with the toy box that I think I can do. I just need to sit down and actually plan it out. It's like, and in terms of the programming, I think I can actually do the programming for it. It's just I don't know whether it would actually be like a good idea or all that feasible. But I need to investigate it more because it looks like I can do it.
Yeah, that game looks neat. That's a rabbit hole I'm not going to jump down.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Although I actually haven't really played much of the real game, quote unquote.
I just mean the toy aspect of it. That's a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I mean, I collect toys when I can, like Transformers and stuff, and even that can get crazy sometimes if you want certain things.
Yeah. Something that's interesting is one of the figures that they've been using in like almost all of the advertising stuff isn't actually going to be out until next month.
Which one?
The Jack Skellington.
Oh.
Like he's in all the all the advertising things. Also, another thing that's really dumb, or maybe brilliant, is so during the tutorial, the first character that you emulate in the tutorial is Wizard Mickey. That figure doesn't even come out until like that figure is either November or December, or maybe even next year. I'd have to look it up again. But during the tutorial, you kind of, sort of play as Wizard Mickey during one of the segments, and that's not even a launch figure. Well, a launch figure that you can buy.
Yeah.
Because it was available at like trade shows and stuff as a special edition.
See, that's what I mean about the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Ah, here's more of those laser grids.
Yeah, and here's the one where
yeah, this
you
is the one
shoot
where you
it.
have to shoot it.
Shoot it through the wall, or
That's
through,
a
well,
very,
through the
very
wall.
poorly designed laser security grid.
Yeah. Like, well, you know, to be honest, a lot of defense systems really are just there to keep out like the honest thieves. Anyone who really wants to get through your defenses will get through your defenses. It's just a matter of whether they will do it without making any noise, or whether they will do it by being as loud and as violent as possible.
That's true.
So the whole point of a security system is just to keep out people who don't really want to take your stuff. They just want to if it's convenient.
Yeah, shoot it with a laser isn't exactly quiet.
Yeah.
With more Jem'Hadar here, I think there might be True Way on this station.
Yeah, that seems kind of likely. I mean, there's both Cardassians and Jem'Hadar.
We don't know as these guys were just organizing a like a fan convention for Gul Dukat, and we just completely crashed it.
Oh man, how could we have been so dumb?
I really do have to wonder if in the Star Trek universe they're like fanboys of certain people.
Pretty sure.
A Ben Sisko fan club. Kirk Spock's flash fiction.
Well,
I mean, that exists in real life, obviously, but you know, in Star Trek.
Well, I mean, we do know at the very least that Picard had fans on the Enterprise itself.
That's true.
Like he was really popular with the kids, even though he really hates the kids.
Well, you know, you met his family. You can understand why he hates thinking of childhood. Imagine his Christmas presents were to not get beaten for a day. But yeah, I meant more like the creeper aspects of fandom. But I mean, you know, they obviously couldn't have been written into the shows at the time because
no, the creeper,
the internet.
the creeper fandom was Barclay.
Yes. Exactly.
Like, yeah, yes, like he really was.
He just had like, you know, 30 kinds of neurosis.
He had something, all right.
He also had the unfortunate habit of being afraid of everything while being an engineer and thus knowing exactly what things did to you. Like, he was terrified of using the transporter, but he knew exactly what happened when you used the transporter.
And that's why he was afraid of it.
Yeah, it's like, you know, if I realize exactly how my molecules got scrambled and sent somewhere else, I might be afraid of it too.
He is one of the best characters on the show.
Oh yeah, he was. Glad they brought him back for a couple episodes of Voyager.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
I think they brought Troy back for a couple too, but
Yes.
I don't specifically remember those.
Well, that was like all the same episodes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like because the whole
Why?
his entire
I just realized what's going on.
Yeah.
We're getting affected
Where
by
did-
gas that makes us go kooky.
his entire subplot within Voyager was that he was he was being treated for his problems, and Troy was his psychologist
Yeah.
or
Counselor.
counselor. Yeah, that was his entire arc during Voyager, and the tension of it was that he would keep wanting to go into the holodeck to make plans for how to save the crew.
Oh yeah, I
And
remember that.
and that would push him back into his problems.
Yeah, I remember there was an episode where basically it was like the entire episode was him interacting with the crew of Voyager on the holodeck.
on the
As if they were
holodeck,
real.
and he was doing like hero worship stuff. Like they were all fawning over him because he was awesome.
Yeah. Which, if ironically, is like how one of the episodes he basically started out TNG with was him
Yeah,
escaping to the
also,
holodeck.
yeah, that's pretty much what he does.
This funny gas ain't exactly
Dangerous? Well,
no, it is dangerous because we're shooting ourselves.
yeah. Like, everyone is considered everyone's considered both an ally and an enemy. Oh, don't shoot me, you.
I'm not shooting. Oh,
No, your bridge officer is though.
yeah, I know.
Your bridge officer is shooting us, so we'll just shoot her first.
Yeah, I just revived yours.
Yeah.
Wait, that was bad.
Good job.
And the horrible thing is that it'll randomly change your target too.
Yeah,
Just
Anyway,
blow up herself.
a bit, yeah.
I don't remember which way we have to go.
The last time I did this mission, the AI wasn't smart. The AI wasn't smart enough to actually shoot at you. No, you're going the wrong way. You want to head this way.
So here's a question.
What?
I was wondering if I could use my AI orders to stop her from doing anything.
We may actually need to turn off all the ventilations,
Probably.
because the game is actually kind of bugged at the moment. So either we need to face real enemies, or we need to actually turn off the last ventilation. Although they seem a bit smarter now, like they're not quite. Yeah, okay, they're not shooting at us anymore.
Yay! No more berserker gas.
Well, I mean, we still have one more room with the gas in it,
I know.
so.
Let me have my moment.
Let's turn that. Let's turn the ventilation on.
Hey, what I was gonna say was, I find it amusing that basically Barclay had an arc in Voyager compared
Yeah.
to
Like that was actually something that I thought was very interesting as well. That of all the characters that they wanted to bring back and do something
Yeah.
with, they chose Reginald Barclay.
Well, it's not only that. It's he got character development and an arc when some of the actual regular cast members didn't. Harry Kim.
Ah, that
Pretty
poor
much-
guy.
Pretty much the same dude from at the start of the show as he was at the end.
And even in some of the alternate endings for the crew, he was kind of treated the same.
Yeah.
That poor guy. Which is actually kind of a shame, because he was one of the better characters in that series.
Yeah, he had potential. So we have to go track down Gul Madred.
Yeah.
Who was in the Next Generation played by David Warner.
Ah, yes.
Most known for that one episode where he basically tortures Picard. The character in the episode where he tortures Picard with the "there are 5 lights" thing.
Ah. 'Cause I was gonna say, like, Picard has kind of been tortured a few times.
Yeah, well, by Cardassians, that was the only time.
Oh, fair enough. All the other times. Well, was it all the other times, or was it just once by Romulans and once by Borg?
I'm not sure if the Borg thing, like,
Or
torture's
does
kind
that
of a
count?
small word for the Borg thing.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I think it was Chain of Command is what it was called. It was a very good episode, mostly because of the Picard Gauntlet Dread torture stuff. But yeah, David Warner's awesome. He's been in Star Trek like at least 3 times.
Yeah.
Sadly, probably they Gul Madred in this game doesn't really look like him.
Yeah, but then again, very few of the carried over characters do. Also, to be fair, like this game is set like 50 or 60 years after TNG.
Something like that.
Like it's pretty far after TNG. Not very far after Voyager. I think it's only like 30 years after Voyager.
Yeah, I have no idea if they ever established what the lifespan of Cardassians was.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
I'm sure somewhere they have, but
Oh yeah.
off the top of my head, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably listed somewhere.
And I exploded.
Whoops.
Whoops.
You probably shouldn't do that.
I'll try not to. We have to find the... Gotta find
The
a bomb.
Bombs.
The bombs.
Bombs are bad.
Open crate. It's not bombs, it's loot. That's a bomb.
And here's a bomb.
Trilithium bombs.
Yep. So in other words, bad bombs.
Bad stuff. Well, you know, most bombs are bad.
Yeah, pretty much.
Unless there's like sugar bombs.
Well, those things are bad for you.
Or bombs explode into rainbows and kitties. Like live kitties, not you know, exploded kitties.
You know what? Like I don't know if that could be a good thing.
Like
That just seems
happy cartoon kitties, not real cats that are, you know, evil and walk all over you. And there is, in fact, Gul Madred.
yeah, and his goons.
Hey, Gul. There's
What?
4 lights. Yeah, not terribly close, but
Well, he calls himself an old man, and he doesn't really look all that old. Then again, I don't think we've ever actually seen an old Cardassian.
no, we saw a couple.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, they were like obviously old guys in makeup, so
Oh.
you know. Yeah, there was the one that comes to mind is one where like Kira on DS9 went undercover or something, posing as a guy's daughter.
Oh, that one.
Or not only she was undercover, I think she'd like lost her memory or something along those lines.
Something along that, yeah.
Because I remember there was an element of like identity crisis in it. But it's been
Yeah. I think it was
years.
because she was if that's the episode I'm remembering, it's because she was kidnapped and made to believe she was his daughter for someone else's plot. Because Cardassians are
They are schemers.
they're very scheming.
They're like Romulans in that aspect.
Yeah. Except they live for the scheming, whereas Romulans it's to justify the means. Like it is an end to a means, whereas Cardassians seem to live for their scheming. So we have a bunch of squadrons we need to blow up, and we get to destroy the turrets on another Deep Space Nine.
Well, we've had practice.
Yeah, so this one should be easy.
I wonder if they fixed it.
By now, I would hope they have.
We gotta be ready for next time it gets invaded.
Yeah. And thankfully this time, the way they've got these turrets set up is that they're actually floating turrets and they explode. Which means when you blow one up, they will tend to blow up all the rest of their group. Which, you know, that's pretty convenient.
Yeah. They also fire Chronoton torpedoes. And Tricobalt torpedoes.
Yeah, those are not good.
You know, the name Chronoton torpedo, I basically wonder if like time travel torpedoes? I don't know.
Well, kind of. So Chronoton torpedoes, they're the ones that have their special ability is they have a turn rate debuff that gets applied to you and it stacks. So like you move slower as you are affected by the Chronotons. Tricobalt torpedoes are they are the burst damage torpedo. They are super slow to recharge. It's like 45 seconds compared to 18, which is the average for every other torpedo type. But they also do the most damage per torpedo. Like it is ridiculous how much damage they do per torpedo. But they make up for their ridiculous amounts of pure damage due to their also ridiculous amount of cooldown.
Yeah, I just wonder what the fake signs behind the Chronotons are. You know, it's Star Trek. If it was actually time travel, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I'll probably mention it here what it actually is, or something.
You and your silly annotations.
They're handy.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, I mean, they're handy to the people who watch this, not necessarily for you because you don't.
Well, no, I'm just going to go on Memory Alpha later.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm going to do.
But, you know, you can do that so they don't have to.
That's right.
A little too close to this guy, so it's hard to kind of target him right.
Yeah. Oh, it's almost done. There we go. So we have walked away having arrested the leader of the True Way.
Yay! Now let's interrogate him. I have 4 lights.
Well, you will probably be interrogating him. I'm just going to drop him off at Starfleet Intelligence and let them take care of it instead.
I'll give him to Drake. Franklin Drake, the asshole.
Yeah, he would probably end up. He would probably end up being a part of that. Yeah.
I would actually love to see that interrogation.
Well, well, we don't have enough time to do the next mission.
Nope.
We could run back to Earth Space Dock and just go through this promotion, though.
Sure. Also, that
Right.
weapon that gave us a purple rank 10 weapon.
Yeah, that was pretty nice.
Very nice.
All right, I'm gonna warp back to Earth Space Dock.
Transwarp.
Yep. Yeah, this game's version of the Hearthstone.
Every game has one.
Well, not every game, but most
Most.
games that are
Lots do.
games that are serious about letting you move around the world pretty fast do.
Yeah, doesn't FF14 have like teleport points you go to or something instead? Or can you zoom back to?
Yes. In 14 you can attune to various teleport stones around the world, and then you can pay money to warp to any one of them at any time. Or you can set one as your home point and then warp to it once every 15 minutes. So, kind of like,
Hearthstones.
Yeah, it's kind of like Hearthstoning, and it's a pretty good setup actually. It's very convenient, and I seem to make enough money to be able to basically do that at will. So yeah, so for this this promotion, all we get is a retraining token that I could use to change some of my skills, and that's it.
Yes. The one advantage is we now, I believe, can use rank 11 equipment.
Oh yeah. Oh, and I did actually get a free costume change. It just wasn't listed as part of my rewards. And yeah, now that we are level 45, we can both find and make use of rank 11 gear, which I think I have a few of in my bank from my main character. So I'm gonna go take a look.
And I have a full set of it because I bought it without realizing I couldn't use it because I'm a dumbass.
Whoops.
So, well, now I can use it.
Well, yeah, now you can use it. So let me take a look in my account bank and see what I've set aside. Oh yeah, yes, I got some Mark 11 turrets or dual cannons.
Excellent.
And some phased tetrions, polarized disruptors from an old. Yeah.
Oh hey, topical. I have Chronotron torpedo launchers.
Ah, you know what? Maybe if you actually go into the descriptions of it, it may actually tell you what it is. Like if you go to the info page.
Ignore that noise. No, doesn't seem to.
Well,
Oh well.
Oh well.
So next time we get to use rank 11 stuff.
Yeah, I will insert into here something about it. But anyway, we'll just so we won't have you watching us go through our equipment and re-equip stuff. We'll just call this here for now. Thank you guys all for watching, and we hope to see you all next time.
Bye, everybody.